I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best you give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
Hello guys, so welcome back to another Walking Dead video today. So we're going to be talking about how Rick and Morgan will reunite, because if you've watched Fear the Walking Dead Season 8 Episode 6, we finally get to see Morgan finally leave Fear the Walking Dead, because I just feel like he took over that show. He kind of took away from the show at the same time. And they only just finally got Madison right, because when she came back, she didn't even feel like the same character. They kind of was ruining her character, even to the point where they were ruining Morgan, the one who took over the show. So they made the best choice to just make like some special episodes for him in Fear the Walking Dead recently, then just, you know, take him out the show to go look for Rick, which is just the best decision the new writers have made. Definitely the best decision, because the worst is always going to be, you know, killing off Madison originally, before they decided to bring her back. But then when they brought her back, they made her such a terrible character, stealing people's kids, which makes no sense because she had kids herself. It's just, all that bullshit was just so stupid. So yeah, I'm just happy they're finally getting to a point where they're actually redeeming and fixing Madison, because I was getting pissed, man. And then all the stuff with Morgan, I was like, man, this is not even the same character I loved from The Walking Dead, who was in my top 5 characters. It was getting to the point where they was kind of ruining him. So they made the right choice for him to just, you know, save his daughter Mo, and then just go look for Rick. Yeah, I mean, it was cool to see his clear mode again, but it was just getting a bit ridiculous with how the writers was writing this story, because if this was in The Walking Dead, they would have put more care into how they wrote this story. So yeah, I'm just happy they got him out the show, and now we're gonna have a chance to see him with Rick. So how could this go? That's the thing. To me, there's like 2 ways they could do this, and it's what a lot of people are saying right now. So yeah, there's like 2 ways. It's about the picture. It's out of place. Because yeah, I feel like the first way, Morgan could probably run into Daryl, because with the way how Morgan leaves, it's kind of similar to how he left after Eastman died and he buried him, and he's basically at Eastman's grave at the end of Fear the Walking Dead Season 8 Episode 6, like his last scene. Like, he's at Eastman's grave with his daughter. Then he, you know, goes on the radio trying to talk to Rick, saying that he's gonna go to Alexandria to try and find him, or wherever he is now. But I just feel like, since Daryl's trying to look for Rick as well, because that's gonna be his main purpose, I feel like he'll run into, well, I don't know if he actually would run into Morgan. That's the thing, because with where Daryl is going. Yeah, I don't know, unless he gets some kind of coordinates to where Rick actually is, and then when he's going back home, he runs into Morgan. And I feel like he'll probably drop off more at either Alexandria or the Commonwealth when he finds out about that place, since our groups kind of took over that place, Ezekiel and them. Yeah. So yeah, so that's why, like, the first possibility, Rick will run into, well, because obviously he's going to find Michonne, but then with Daryl, he'll run into Morgan, just like he did in Season 5, before, you know, Morgan got to see Rick again at the end, which we only got a little bit of a reaction, but then you had to wait until like Season 6 to get their full conversation, because yeah, we just seen Rick with a shocked face after he just killed Pete, so yeah. But yeah, I just think that, so that's the first way. Morgan could find Daryl, then they end up trying to look for Rick together, because he maybe has some coordinates to where Rick last was. And then the other way, there's the Rick and Michonne show. Yeah, like he could end up, you know, appearing in that, because maybe like my first idea with Daryl finding Morgan could still happen. But yeah, because I just feel like, out of these options, I feel like the one who will actually run into Morgan first is, you know, obviously Daryl. I feel like that would make the most sense. If, you know, Daryl's main plot for what he's doing is to find Rick, you'd think he'd run into Morgan. Like, because maybe by the end of Daryl's show, he'll get the coordinates and, you know, he'll then run into Morgan, and then they'll just go together. Maybe get some people from Alexandria and the Commonwealth, and then they'll all go looking for Wick. Because who knows what's chasing after him? Like, they need to be prepared for the RCM. Yeah. But yeah, and then there's the other way how it could go, like I said, the Wick and Michonne show. Because right now, Michonne's looking for Wick. Like, basically 3 people at this point is looking for Wick. But Michonne's going to be the one to find him first, of course. But then they're probably going to be in danger from the RCM, because, you know, Wick's getting hunted by the RCM right now. They probably recaptured him, and Michonne might get close to seeing where he is and possibly freeing him. But I feel like, I just don't know how they'll do it, though. Because how is Michonne going to be able to help Wick escape? That's the thing, man. I just don't know how that's going to go. Yeah. Because just by herself, unless maybe, I don't know, Dow and Morgan catch up with Michonne, and then they end up freeing Wick together. To me, that would make the most sense, but the Wick and Michonne show's coming first, so I don't know. We're just going to have to see how to do it, because I can't see them fully getting back home. I just can't see it. Because we all want, you know, Wick to get back home and see his son for the first time, and Judith, who hasn't seen for ages. Yeah. Because, yeah, my number one moment is seeing Morgan and Wick together one last time. But then him actually getting to see his son, who he's never met. Like, man, that's going to be big for him. Yeah. I mean, obviously a lot of fans don't really care about RJ, but that's going to be big for Wick, man. Because, you know, he lost Carl. And then he doesn't even know that he had that other son afterwards when he sacrificed himself. So yeah, that's going to be a big surprise to him. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, they're the 2 options. Michonne could possibly somehow save Rick without Morgan and flipping Dow, which I don't see that happening. I just don't know how they're going to do it, that's the thing. But yeah, I just feel like we'll either see them reunite in the Walking Dead Summit, or is it... I don't know. But basically, Dell's show or the Wick and Michonne show, they're the 2 options. And I just don't know if we'll ever get to see a movie at this point because of all the lawsuits. But if it actually happened, that would be the perfect way to, you know, finish up things. You know, just have all the characters from Fear the Walking Dead and all the spin-offs getting to a point where they're all going to reunite and take down RCM fully. And then we'll just see what they do with that Cure storyline, because it seems like they kind of scrapped it in Fear the Walking Dead with whatever they was doing with that. Like, my god, that Fear the Walking Dead Season 8 has been a mess. But at least something positive has come out of this terrible season. You know, finally redeeming Madison, and possibly going to find her daughter next, Alicia, which I don't even know how she's still alive, because they kind of tease her. But we'll see what happens with that. And then just Morgan going to look for Wick, like... Well done. For such a terrible show, like, you did so good, man. Well done. I mean, because season 3 and 6 are like the peak of the show. Season 1 was a pretty good start. Season 2, it was good for like some parts, but then by the end it was just a terrible season that made me leave. It's just, the show's been all over the place, like up and downs, man. Yeah. But yeah, at least something positive's come out from like the last season, if I don't even know how that is going to go from here at this point. Yeah, and what they're going to do with Strand, which a lot of people are saying that Strand is the person who talks to Wick at the end of The Walking Dead, you know, in the helicopter. Yeah, so I guess we'll see what they'll do with him in that, if he's not going to appear in Fear the Walking Dead's final season. Yeah, and he's actually the one who's actually looking for Wick. Yeah, I mean, chasing him down. Yeah, because he's a part of the RCM now, or whatever they're going to do with that. Yeah, because he's got some leadership skills, Strand, like he did in Season 7, because he was like the big bad in Season 7, so yeah. We'll see. I just hope I'm not getting mixed up with the seasons, but because man, those seasons, yeah, it was Season 7, yeah, like he was the big bad, yeah, Padre and all that, and you see the actual Padre, and it's just so disappointing. Like, my god, I was thinking it was strictly RCM, but then it was just something way lame. Yeah, and that's why I haven't really reviewed the season, because like so far, like the first 6 episodes, because it's just been so bad. Like, man, even with some of the good episodes being some of Morgan's final episodes in Fear, like, I was just like, there was also flaws in them, even though there was some things that should have been in like The Walking Dead, which they would have expanded on way better. Yeah, but I'm just gonna leave this video here because I don't want it to be too long. So yeah, I just think, you know, we'll see Morgan reunite with Wick in season, well, not season, but I don't know how many seasons these shows are gonna get. But basically, we'll see him in either Dell's show or the Wick and Michonne show. And if they get to a point where they have enough money to still make a movie, just have all the characters in that movie and just completely finish the story. And if they want to do anything afterwards, just they could do something with the kids when they're all grown up, like Judith and them, RJ, and like if they still want something afterwards after the Walking Dead's entire story is finally finished, like the ones that we care about, like the stuff with Heath, like all that stuff, like they finally get to a point where they've like closed so many plot holes. Yeah. Then they can, if they still want to milk The Walking Dead after all that, if we still get a movie and they finish off just about all the storylines, yeah, just do a, I don't know what to call it, but basically where all the kids are basically older, like I said, Judith and them, yeah, and just create something new from that, yeah, because I just want the original stories that haven't been finished after all this time to be finally finished in either a movie, Rick and Michonne show, or I just don't think we'll see all of it finished in Daryl's show. But yeah, but a movie would be perfect. But yeah, until then, I guess we'll see how it will go. Let me know what you think will happen down below. How Rick and Morgan reunite. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Appreciate if you can leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.